All right. It looks like we're live, Bruce. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, sounds good, Paulie. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the Xtreme Lifestyles Network Team Training Hangout. We appreciate you guys stopping by. We're taking the time out to go over some updates with you, and some of the new features, and do some training, about the system to get you guys off on the right foot, based on what's the changes that are taking place in the back office. If you're brand new here, we want to welcome you to XLN, and we want to, also thank you for making, choosing XLN as the marketing system of your choice. Congratulations also, because you just locked yourself in as a founding member, and right now what that does for you is it gets you that low $7 a month for a complete marketing system, with all the tools that you need, and training, and and the resources for advertising and other tools that we're going to be offering, and the community with the Facebook group. So there's a lot there for $7 a month, and congratulations for locking in that position. For anybody else, any members that have a downline in XLN, which is coded to you, or the people that are converted, make sure you reach out to those people. If there's 10 days left, a lot of them may be in your Four Corners business, and those of you that are using the system are in Four Corners. They've got 10 days left so that they can get the system. Perhaps they're suspended right now and they didn't upgrade their account. This is only going to benefit you, because right now they may be inactive or struggling because they don't have a marketing system in place. So make sure you reach out. You can go into your I think you can go into broadcast and just choose your downline. There's a choice there for downline, all leads, and the converted leads. But you can choose your downline, and you can email those people and say, hey, listen, there's a lot of great new features with the system that you can build any business. So even if you're not in Four Corners, you might want to grab the system for $7 and $7 a month and grandfather yourself in. So that they're going to miss out on a lot of value. Not that getting in for the $14.97 isn't still a lot of value, because you can't even get an autoresponder for that. So what we're offering is through the roof. So maybe you can get those people reactivated. Maybe they can start marketing their Four Corners business again, which will benefit you. And hey, maybe you added some value by pointing them in the right direction. Maybe they're not paying attention, they have no idea, and they really would love to have all these features that we're offering for just $7. So that'll benefit you all the way around. It's everything's going to come back to you. So we've added new features. If you noticed in the back office, we have, for one, updated the toolbar. So now you have a more organized toolbar where you can get to your contacts. All the tools are under tools. The profile, that was social. Now it's profile, so you can get to your personal information from there. We've added the training video section, and also added the page wizard on top, where you can go directly to the wizard so that you can create your capture pages, landing pages. You can also access the pages that you created from that drop-down box underneath Page Wizard. We've added a bunch of videos. Paulie's added some videos back there, and I was working on making a couple today, and I have a few more that I'm going to make to add to that collection, so that you basically have step-by-step instructions on what you need to do and how you can use the system to benefit you the most. Excuse me. Down below, if you notice, below the control panel, there's new updates. We post them as things change. We also send out emails, and we do message in the Facebook group, and post. We're doing the best we can to contact everybody. We can't always get to everybody if they're not opening their email or not active in the Facebook group, but we do our best so that we can get you the information you need, especially with the new features like the capture page wizard, where you could literally go in and in less than 5 minutes create an awesome capture page, just like the ones that we have created for you for the Four Corners sales funnel. You can create all those, you know, capture pages for yourself and start directing traffic to other opportunities that you may be in or you may want to use other than Four Corners. You know, and it's real simple to do that. You know, play around with it. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's, you know, to be able to create something and see the finished product and then actually use that product that you created. So, you know, that's the one thing I like about the system is the ability to create things within the system. You know, Paulie and I have used a lot of different products that we tried to, you know, utilize to create a system like this that we had to link ourselves. And, you know, this system by far is the easiest of use, and the finished product is, you know, is really high quality. You know, the ease of use is key, because that's where your duplication comes in, when you have a product that's easy to use. And that's what we put together for you guys, because we know how hard it is, you know, to do all this stuff. But when you can literally log in your back office, click on the page wizard, and, you know, start creating a capture page in less than 30 seconds, you know, it doesn't get any easier than that compared to logging into your blog and maybe uploading a plugin that, you know, you can create the capture page from within your blog and create a subdomain for that, and then, you know, link that up with your autoresponder and get response. You have to create a new campaign, you know, over there, and you have to pull that form code and you have to embed it into the capture page that you're building. You know, that gets to be tedious, and because it's so tedious, you end up not even doing the work because it's just too much work. But when you can come in here and you can go to your contacts, manage contacts group, create a contact group, go into Page Wizard, and create a capture page, and then just by clicking a drop-down box in your capture page wizard and choosing the contact group that you created, you've now linked your autoresponder with that capture page, and it was a lot easier for me to explain it in this process than it was in the other. I'm sure you'd agree on that. So, you know, that's the key to this system, the ease of use, and why we like it so much. And we're going to be constantly making changes and giving you updates, having these hangouts and trainings to kind of point in the right direction, so that you know what you're doing, and the product that we're, you know, offering you is useful to you. So I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Paulie?
Along with, as Bruce was saying, as you could see, there's a capture page wizard, and there's a landing page wizard. All right. I made training videos for all this, so the new people out there, you know, don't get scared of the system and creating your own stuff. We've made this as easy as it could be. Okay, I even made training videos in there, how to create a capture page and how to create a landing page, which will be your complete funnel. Okay, your own sales funnel, right? But it sounds scary. But when you see the video and go step by step of what I'm showing you on there, you're going to shake your head and go, oh my God, I can't believe it was that easy. All right? Usually it's not that easy. All right? It's got, like Bruce was saying before, you got to go over here and then you got to link that to that and take the form code over here. No, we've eliminated all that for you. All right? And for $7 a month right now, where you guys could lock in till the 29th, that's a steal, man. If you could show me anywhere on the internet that somebody's giving you what we're giving you for that price or less, or even close to $7, you know, I'll be shocked, because I know it's not out there, right? There's people that claim there's free systems and stuff, but it's not free. It's free to get in. It's free to maybe promote what their little thing they're promoting, but usually there's upsells, and a lot of them. All right, there's no upsells in the system, right? We're not selling, we're not here to bait and switch you, right? Like a lot of companies will. We're here to give you a system to make money, period. All right, We had to charge. This was a free system. We had to charge. But now that we opened up all these features, I think you guys could get the value on this, all right? If you don't get the value, then you shouldn't be in this business. Plain and simple. I'm going to tell you straight up, all right? Because this stuff costs money. Softwares cost money. You can't come on the internet and you can't start a business anywhere for $0. It's not going to happen, and that's the name of that too. And so if somebody telling you differently, they're lying to you. It's plain and simple. You have to spend money to make money, period. All right? And I don't know where you could get a system for $7 with an autoresponder built in. All right? So I just want to say that, you know, we have you have the capture pages wizard out there right now. You can make your own capture pages. You can make your own landing pages, which will be your sales presentation page, right? Watch those training videos in the training video section up on your menu bar, okay? Very simple, very easy to do, and actually you might have fun doing it if you try and tackle it. Try it. If you can't do it, or you're afraid to take it on, then we have, especially the Four Corners people, we have everything in place for you. We have over 40 capture pages for you, so just use those, all right? And you know, we have a presentation page already made for you, and follow-up emails already made for you. The other thing I wanted to say was the autoresponders. You guys could edit those now. All right. You'll see. I'll give you guys a screen share later. All right. We're going to go through a few things here, and then at the end of this team hangout, I'm going to do a screen share so you actually see what I'm talking about. So those of you that haven't been in your systems over the last couple of days, you can actually see what I'm talking about. All right. And we'll do that after we go through a few other things. But on editing your autoresponders, you can make them anything you want now. You'll see there's preloaded ones on the bottom, all right, for Four Corners. So if you're using it for Four Corners, just load them. There's a yellow link there. It says, I don't know, activate loaded messages or something. Click that, it'll load them all on the top. If you have another opportunity, or you're in Four Corners and don't like what we have there, because they're not the best, you know, we put it together, you know, they always could be improved on. Right? But if you want to make it more personal to you, then don't load the bottom ones. There's one already there. Edit that one to where you want, and then start adding them. You'll see it. There's a link there. Add new message. Okay? And there's a training video on that too. That's simple too. All this is a fifth grader can do it, guys. No kidding. All right? So with that, what else? What do we want to talk about? Mark, you need to add anything?
You know, Paulie, one of the primary reasons both Bruce and Paulie are the techies. They went through the hard work of putting all this together. They've been working on this, you know, feverishly, spending multiple hours and a lot of their own investment and so forth. I've done a fantastic job, and I wanted to make the point and support the fact that what they are staying with and committed to is remaining as a, you know, through this next 10 days and so forth. You will have a true founder's advantage, and they're not putting that out as a hype early on, and then going to slip the rug out from under you later on and tell you there's no advantage. Obviously, there's an advantage in getting in now and locking in at $7. There's so many other features that they are looking at, and so many other products and helps that will come to light later on. And so they're starting out with a very low entry level, you know, product and opportunity with the Four Corners. You may have some others that you might want to do, but that's a good feeder to everything else. And you take one simple step, you take one bite at a time, and you learn one thing and build on it. And you'd be surprised after 2 or 3 months what you've picked up and how proficient you become at it, and the leading that you will be doing for your followers. And that's, you know, that's been very significant, and I've been very impressed by. I've known Paulie for many years, 3, 4 years or something, in other programs, and he helped me out early days when back in the blogging and so forth. So these guys know their stuff, and we all have experience with business and marketing that we want to bring to the table and help you. Our concern is to support and help you be successful. So, and I'll let you take back over, Paulie, and go through some of the latest features.
Yeah, and no one person, and we haven't done this all by ourselves, man. It takes a lot of help from other people. I mean, as you can see, we know Mark a long time. We knew each other from a different opportunity, and how we got to know each other is building relationships. That's what we did. This is a people's helping people business, and you have to build relationships in this business. If you're afraid of that, you probably won't succeed. So with that, let's get into a little lesson about making money online, because I know there's a lot of new people here, all right? And even the new people that is not in Four Corners now, that is just grabbing our system with other opportunities that may be more experienced, we could show, you might want to take a look at Four Corners Alliance Group also to use it as a feeder program. Just like Mark was saying, us here, down here, we build our Four Corners business, but it's not our main business. We use it as a feeder program, all right, for another thing we're doing. And we're not here to promote our other thing, and I'm not going to say, and first of all, we're very picky, and we are very picky of who we want to work with in that other place. So this is not open to just go out and recruit massive people, right? This is not about that. The only reason why I brought that up was because of what Four Corners is for us, is a feeder program. But for a lot of you guys that are new to the business, this is a great way to start, all right? Now, are you going to make $10,000 in 30 days? No, you're not, all right? I know you would like to say yes, but this is not a quick get-rich-quick scheme. A get-rich-quick scheme. Okay, this is not a push of a button and you make $1 million. This is business. It's an $18 opportunity, one-time payment, and you're able to grab our system for $7 a month and have our system power that opportunity. But it's going to take some time. It's definitely going to take some work. All right, because as easy as Four Corners look, because all you need to do is get 4 people, right, and help those people get 4 people. But as you can see, a lot of people struggling with that. So it just goes to show you how hard it is to get 4 people and help those 4 people get 4 people. But that's why we have this system in place. If you're not sharing this system with your downline members, that maybe the 4 people you sponsor, maybe you sponsored more than 4 people, then they're losing out, and it's going to be a lot harder for them to build a downline, all right? The new people here, this is a great way right now, if you take the money concept out of your brain and just focus on learning right now, learning how to communicate with your leads, on building a list, number one, okay? Let's just get to that. Learning how to build a list, right? Then learning how to communicate and build a relationship with that list, and continually build a nice downline, a nice foundation for yourself, okay? So, which is a hard thing to do for new people, all right? Even for people that have been doing this a few years. It's hard to build a big downline of 300, 400, 1,000 people. Very, very difficult, okay? But with the Four Corners opportunity, it's a lot easier because of the price points, okay? You're talking about an $18 opportunity and a $7 system, which is going to turn to, say, a $15 system. So for less than $50, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You got yourself your own business. You're in business for yourself. right? So you have to look at it that way. Because in this business, after 30 or 60 days, if people ain't making money, they're gone looking for another shiny ball, right? And they're going to keep on doing that. And they're going to keep on going around and round and round. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to keep spending money and money and money. And by the time they look at it, they're $2,000 in the hole because of all the different things they tried. If they would have looked at it the correct way the first time and focused on what we were teaching them in this opportunity, they could have had something in place already, because they could have took that $2,000 and advertised their Four Corners business and took this system and built themselves a downline and eventually start getting income coming in. So you can't be jumping around like that and expecting to succeed. It's not going to happen, right? And if it does, and I'm not going to say it's impossible, but here and there somebody gets lucky or is in the right place at the right time and they're able to make a few bucks. But to do it consistently, I'm talking about residual money every month. Okay, it's easy to make $100 here and $400 there and $20 here. It's easy to do that, but to earn $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 per month and growing every month, that takes time. All right, and that takes a little bit of experience. And if you stick to your guns at what you're trying to accomplish, you're eventually going to get there, okay? But it takes work, right? I have a lot of guys coming to me and say, why am I making money? They don't even know we switch over to a merchant account. You should see the questions I get, all right? It just tells me they're not working a business and they're not going to be successful. I know it, right? Because I see the questions they ask me. They're not up to date with things. They don't know, they're not listening. I'm finding out a lot of people is we have all these things in place, but they refuse to watch them and learn. They refuse. They expect me to do it, right? I'm getting people's downlines coming to me now. Did I freeze? I'm getting people's downlines coming to me now. Expecting, like, I don't know if you guys, I'm not saying you guys out there right now, but, I'm getting a lot of people, I don't know if you're telling them, well, go ask Paul or something. That's not my job to take care of your partners or your downlines, right? That's your job to do that. I have my own downline to deal with, right? I have my own downline. I'm making changes in the systems. You can't expect me to help your people out too. It's going to stop pretty soon. I've been doing it, and I can't do it anymore because I get bombarded every day. There's only so many people you can help, all right? And this is a team effort. This is why we have the Facebook group. If you are sponsoring people and you have people in your downline and you're not helping those people, shame on you. Plain and simple, shame on you. Because you're probably the one that comes to me whining that you're not making any money. All right, and why aren't you making any money? Is because you're not helping anybody to help them make money. So, I mean, why should you be making any money? If you're sponsoring people in and you have a downline, you better be helping them. You better be helping them get their four. You better be sharing a system with them so they could make it easy for them to get their four. And if you're not advertising and buying traffic, how are you going to build your list? Right? If you're not getting eyeballs on these capture pages and people are opting in, you're also not going to make money. Right? You could talk to your friends, you could talk to your coworkers, you could knock on doors, but eventually that stops. There's so many people you could talk to. Now what are you going to do? How are you going to grow your business from there? You have to advertise. If you don't have money to advertise, then you better find money or find a way that somebody is going to teach you how to do it for free. But I haven't really seen too many people do the free way and be very successful. I don't know any big guru today that has built you know, 5,000, 10,000, six-figure income a year online with free advertising. I haven't seen it yet. And I've been doing this 15 years. So you have to get in your mind that you better be spending money on advertising. If you're not, you're probably not gonna be earning money. Really, you're not. I'm gonna tell you straight out. What else, guys? I don't want to do all the talking here. What else can we tell them?
Well, I was gonna chime in on what you were talking about earlier in your conversation about where it starts playing into shiny ball syndrome when people start struggling with one opportunity. Basically, what we put together for you is what needs to be your foundation, and that's your marketing strategy. That's your the ability, your tools to make lead capture pages, sales funnels, capture leads, communicate with your leads, track your marketing, and then the extra things that we offer are the bonuses, like access to advertising and leads, other resources that we're going to be bringing to you, tools that we use. We're big on marketing systems. Why? Because we know that opportunities come and go. We also know that people jump ship and they're off to the next thing. But the bottom line is the only thing that holds true, is that foundation that is your office, your online office, where you operate from, and that's what XLN is to you. So if you are going somewhere else, luckily for you, you still have the marketing system to plug that into. But I think what you're trying to say is, well, here's the reality of the situation. Opportunities come and go, right? That's something that we've said in the past. And if you go to the website called MLM Rankings, there's a list of dropped MLMs that they've gone out of business, and this list is huge. And I don't even think it's all of the companies. There's probably a couple thousand companies that are on their list, but I'm sure there's more companies that have come and gone. Companies come and go, but your marketing skills and your marketing tools shouldn't, because you still have that foundation with the list that you're building using those tools, which is really important, what a lot of people may not think about. And that all ties into, if you're buying traffic for business opportunity A and you lose interest there, well, those leads are still good to you to offer another opportunity, another product, and the importance of that of being able to do that is communicating and building the relationships with those leads through email, with the system that we've provided. So I think that's really the reality of the situation of what you were talking about at the beginning of all that, Paulie, was, they need to concentrate on their marketing skills, and that's really where we're going with all this.
Yeah, and and let me clear up something. I'm not a kind of guy that's going to sit here and go, yeah, you're going to be rich in 3 months, and I'm going to make, just by doing this and this, you're going to be making $5,000 in 30 days. I'm not going to tell you that kind of stuff. If you want to hear that kind of stuff, there's plenty of guys on the internet that will tell you it. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I've been doing this 15 years. Everybody down here has been doing this a long time. This is a tough business. And, I'm not here to bring you down. I'm here to try and pump you up. And what Bruce is saying is, it's going to go back to what we're saying, right? You need a marketing strategy. That's the #1 problem, because here's the fact. You could have the cure to cancer, but if you don't know how to market that and get that out there, nobody's going to know you have it, right? So this is where we need to get you guys, all right? We got to get you plugged in. There's too many people out there. It's unbelievable how clueless they are, okay? It is. And we need to bring you guys, we need to hit you over the head with a hammer. We do. And wake you up and start focusing and listening, okay? And even better, doing it, all right? Not say you're going to do it, but actually take action and do it, all right? People don't even know how to put this. They don't even know how to put their info and their username in where they're supposed to go in. How will you expect to make money if you're not even getting your people to the right pages? That's why I'm being hard on you. I'm being hard on you here for a reason, is to wake you up. Okay? Wake you up. Let's get a cup of coffee, and let's start digging our feet in the sand a little bit here, and let's start getting serious. Okay? Because we're not serious right now. A lot of you are. A lot of you are. Okay? And I'm not talking to you guys that are doing it. I'm talking to the big percentage that are not. Okay? And you need to start readjusting your thinking. All right? We have everything in place for you. Okay? Now you need to take action and use these things we put in place. What Bruce was saying before, all right? The marketing strategy is that what you're going to learn. Forget about the business opportunities. Forget about the business opportunities. They come and go. You need to build a list, a customer base list. That's your main goal right now, is build the biggest list you can. With this $7 system, we allow you a list of 10,000 people. You know how much a month AWeber or GetResponse will charge you for that? In the hundreds. No system for $7 is going to let you build a list of 10,000 people. I actually put that in there to challenge you guys to see who the first person who's going to actually reach the 10,000. Okay? The way I see traffic being bought or talked about, I don't see it happening for years. Okay? You guys got to get serious. You got to build the list. Because your list is your money, not the opportunity. Look at what happened to Wake Up Now, guys. Those of you that heard of Wake Up Now, that business that thousands of people just lost a ton of money into and lost all their downline, is all gone. Okay? Because why? Businesses come and go. But what we're trying to teach you here is keep your customer base close to you. Because if that business goes down, you don't have to start over again. Okay? The hardest thing to do and the most frustrating and kind of like off the wall, kind of like everything, you'll get depressed over this stuff, is putting 3 years into building up a business and then everything closing on you and everybody disappearing from you. It's like within 48 hours, what took you 3 years to build is all gone because an opportunity decided to close its doors. That's why I'm being hard on you guys, man.
That includes the income too, Paulie.
Yeah, plus, well, that's a no-brainer. Of course, the income's gone. But the point is, you still have your family, your foundation there, right? That's what we teach here at XLN. Community first, right? Because it doesn't matter about the opportunity. It's the community. It's the system. Once you have the opportunity, then it's the traffic, because then you want to flood that, right? You want to start building that.
You know, Paulie.
Yep, go ahead.
I just had a good illustration of what you're talking about here. When we've all heard about back in the days of the gold rush and so forth. It wasn't the gold that made people rich. It was the tools, the people selling the tools to go after that gold. Those are the people that got rich. And as they upgraded from the product of gold to something else, the tools had to change. The people that are doing roofs, roofing houses and so forth, it's not selling the shingles that makes them rich. You know, it's the labor, and they upgrade their tools. They get pneumatic nailers, and so they can do a couple houses in a day instead of instead of spending several days hammer and nail. You know, so the tools is what you need to put out in front, and it's a team strategy, and is foundational, like Paulie says. That's the real solution, the solid solution. Don't focus on the gold focus on the tools to get the gold. You know, and so you can go forward from there. And I thought that kind of brings home the illustration of keeping the horse ahead of the cart type of a scenario. Get that team strategy foundation as your in your head as a solution, and then you can go after multiple products as a common goal.
Absolutely. You're right on the money there, Mark. Absolutely. He's right. And it's just like saying it's not the opportunity. It's the tools, your marketing system, right? The things inside your marketing system, your capture pages, your presentation pages, your follow-up emails are very important, guys. All right? Those follow-up emails shouldn't be spammy. They shouldn't be selling all the time. They should be reaching out to that person. That person opted into your capture page because they need help. They're looking for a solution. Are you that person that's going to help them? Are you that person who's going to take them by the hand and show them what to do? If you do that, they'll be with you for a very long time. That's how you do it. That's what we're trying to teach you to do. All right? And that's what the big picture is. I don't care if it's Four Corners, Wake Up Now, Empower Network, or any other company out there. It's not the business opportunity that's failing. It's you. You're failing. Don't blame the business opportunity. You're not running it right. And if you're not locked in and committed into doing what has to be done, how you expect to get the results you want? It's not going to happen.
Well, especially not if you're starting over all the time. If you're constantly not doing the things that we're talking about, building that list, strengthening your foundation and your skills with the tools that you have, and other tools. We have other tools that we use besides the XLN system. The XLN system is really the basis of all the fundamental tools that you need, and then there's some other tools as well that are really useful to you. But I got a little off course what I was going to say, but basically, if you're always starting over because you haven't built your foundation properly, the work, you haven't gained any ground, so the work is going to be the same, everywhere you go. You're going to be always starting from ground zero, instead of having that foundation in place, that cart with the horse that you can just, move along to the next space, and have something already in place. And that's where your momentum's going to come in, because you see all these people that have been marketing online for a long time. They have big lists, right? They have big lists, they have big followings. So what's that do to them? Well, every time they go to the next business opportunity, they're successful, right out of the gate. Why? Because they have built their foundation properly. They have that list, and they have that following, and all they have to do is move that cart to the next place, and it's already set up. So if you're not doing those things, you're not building that list and building that relationship with that list, when you go to the next business opportunity, you're just starting all over again. And that's what we're trying to, I think that's really where we're going with this, so that you guys understand that you need to do that for that reason.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like, you're out there, and some of you guys that are in other opportunities that grab our system that's not with Four Corners, you might relate to what we're talking about. You might have built other downlines, and you were in another opportunity, and then all of a sudden, it broke up, people left because they weren't making money and all that, and all of a sudden now you left that company, and what happens? You're starting over again. You got no list. You don't even have a biz op anymore. You're not really talking to anybody because everybody's scattered their own ways. The guys that are making the big money today, just look at what they're doing. They've made friends. Just like, look, Mark, Bruce, Anthony, they're on our Hangouts. Jose, we know each other for a couple years, man. We've always stuck together, you know. And there's plenty more. There's Wade. We just said he's over a year now. There's James Laponzi's over a year now. You know, there's plenty of other people that we are close to. That no matter what happens with any business opportunity and even this system, right? We're just gonna, in a group, go join something else. So that's what you kind of want to do too. You don't want to start over with all this stuff. That gets very frustrating, guys. Starting over every time, because once again, most people within 30, 60 days, if they're not seeing any money coming in, they're off and run. They're into another biz op. So once again, they're starting all over again. They didn't definitely have time to build a relationship with their list or make any friends because they weren't in it long enough. You know, you have to put some time. So once again, I'm gonna state that the number one thing to do here is this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Okay, guys. We all need money yesterday. I understand that, but this takes time, guys. You're not going to get rich in 30 or 60 days any place. All right? Well, maybe someplace, but but
well, the beautiful thing,
you're not going to get rich. All right? Unless you, I don't know, get lucky and hit the lotto, or you know, win gambling in Las Vegas, or you know, but that's gambling, and it's not, you know, it's not what we do here. We don't gamble. We build foundations. We build businesses. Okay, and we know that we need systems, all right, and we need traffic, good quality traffic, and we need a big list. Okay, that's what we know of, because there's going to be a percentage of those people that are going to buy something from you if they know, like, and trust you, right? So that's the main thing, is get them to know, like, and trust you. And in the months coming, we're working on some stuff. I mean, me and Bruce have been so busy with getting all this stuff and getting the system right for you guys. Now we can start, like, focus on maybe getting more training for you of, you know, how to build relationships, how to get proper traffic, or whatever. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but, you know, hopefully we'll get some good training for some of you guys that want to learn. But once again, you know, this takes time, all right? I know money's important, but this is like building any other business, right? You could open up a printing shop tomorrow. It's going to take you at least 5 years to start seeing any profit in that printing business. And the good thing about the internet marketing game is it doesn't take 5 years to get you in profit, because your overhead is not like a printing shop. There's, you know, you work from home and your overhead is very low, so you're in profit a lot quicker, a lot easier, because, you know, you don't have to go out and get rent space and hire workers and pay insurances and, you know, electric, and you know what goes into it. So this is a lot better option for you, but it's the same process. You know, don't look at internet marketing game as something different. It's still a business, guys. So with that, anybody else has anything to say before we move on?
The only thing I was going to quickly add, and I know you want to get into some of the back office features and so forth, but along with that is that the only reason that people take a long time to have a ROI, a return on investment with internet, is that they jump around from product to product to product, because every time they jump to another product, like you've said, you're starting over again. And that's the thing that we're trying to drill home here tonight, is spend your time building a solid foundation that you don't have to build again. Once you get that foundation, you can build all the other the floors and the structure above there without starting your foundation over again. And so that's where you won't lose the time that you've invested. So go ahead, Paulie. You had some other things.
All right. No, that's what I think I wanted to cover. Mark, I mean, Bruce, did you have anything else left to say to help some of these people and You know, some people that might be frustrated about business and online businesses, and you know, anything about the system you can add, I'll start loading up this back office here.
Yeah, sure. Load that up. Well, you know, like you said, it's a marathon. And unlike having a brick and mortar business, which I owned a restaurant. I know the costs involved on a monthly basis. You know, anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 was my overhead. And let me tell you something, that's hard to maintain. You know, and you can't control what people are going to do, just like in this business. So, you know, you're in a perfect opportunity that, like I said, we've got all the fundamental tools for you, and you know, most of you here are going to have that, you know, these tools for just $7 a month. So it's not going to kill you to, you know, hold on to that main marketing strategy or that main, you know, your foundation because of that price point. Whereas, you know, when I had my restaurant, it was, you know, unfortunately the recession kicked in, and you know, you just can't sustain $10,000 a month overhead, you know, and that's where I was at. You know, after a while, that's a sinking ship. You know, unfortunately for me, it was bad timing, but it was also a learning process. You know, and it also gives me the ability, you know, to share, you know, my experience with you, to help you, you know, learn from, you know, my circumstances. And those circumstances were the fact that I had a business that wasn't sustainable, but we have a business using the XLN system, you know, that is. So your business opportunities that can come and go, but you can still maintain your list, and it's not going to cost you a fortune to do that. You know, so if you have a list of 5,000 people, it's not going to cost you $100 or more a month to keep that list. You know, here's the thing, guys, and you know, and I know Anthony, you know, was in that boat for a little while. You know, he had built a big list, and he got to a point until he met us that he was ready just to, you know, close his account because he couldn't afford to pay that bill every month, and he just didn't feel it was worth it. So here he had built a list of about 11,000 people, and was ready to just throw it away. So that's a, you know, there's another eye opener for you if, you know, if you're seriously looking to build, you know, what this system can really do for you. You know, if you were to have 5,000 or more people on your list, you know, you don't have that burden that he had, and he was at that point where, you know, I'm ready to close that account. I worked so hard and I spent a lot of money to build up that list, and it would have been a shame, you know, if he had. But you know, this is business. You know, this is the way it is. Business is, there's no guarantees in business. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, you make a decision, okay? And when you make a decision to do something, you make a commitment. And what happens when you make that commitment is when you come across these shortcomings, these failures, things that you didn't anticipate, you know, you overcome them. You come up with solutions because you made a commitment to. If you don't have a commitment, you know, you got a toe in the water, and you're just not going to, you know, you're looking for a way out, and you'll just walk away if you don't have a commitment. So you really got to commit yourself to this if you want to succeed online. You know, whether it's using our system or not, you have to make a commitment. Otherwise, you know, you'll just quit and walk away. You can't stick your toe in the water to see how cold it is. You're just never going to tell without diving all the way in. You know, and I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. You know, based on my experiences with business.
See, that's good, Bruce. That here's proof that past time spent is never a waste. The only time, you know, people talk about, I'll never get that time back again. You don't have to get that specific time back again if you remember the lessons learned from that time. And what we're bringing forward is, you know, are all the lessons that we've learned from that, and we bring that to the table. And so then that makes that valuable, that time in the past valuable, for today, and so that you can be more productive going forward. Holly, do you have that loaded up yet?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay, let's go with. I'm going to show you. Let's try and keep this within 10 minutes, and we'll give you guys your night back. I don't want to go really over an hour here, so let's go through a few of the changes that you guys need to be doing. All right. One of the major problems I'm having right now is a lot of people that were on PayPal last month, that paid our system through PayPal, actually ended today. Okay, your 30 days is up. If your account has been suspended and you can't get in, that's because you need to pay again, because we switched to a merchant account. Remember, we've been saying all along that we had that problem with PayPal. That's gone. We're not using PayPal no more, okay? We're with Authorize.net, a merchant account. Now, your PayPal account has been suspended after the 30 days. Now what's going to happen is when you log in your back office with your email and password you created to get in your back office, I'm going to say this again because a lot of people are messing this up, and I don't know why, because this is simple, all right? When you log in, you're going to see this, all right? Let me share my screen. You're going to see this when you log in. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? You answer me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to see a big Buy Now button. I don't think you can miss that, right? That means your subscription is up through PayPal. Your 30 days is up. Click this Buy Now button. It's going to bring you to this page right here, right? This is where you're going to see Authorize.net, place order. This is where you're going to pay your $7 to get onto the merchant account, and it's going to be reoccurring after that. It'll bill you every month automatically. But right here where it says your email, you have to make sure it's the same email address that you log in with your back offices with, okay? If you go through your back office, it should automatically fill in that login email address right there. If you're going in another way, like through a website or something, then it's going to show a different email address. Because what happens with this is, if you look at that and all of a sudden you go back to this page right here and say, oh man, I don't know, I better back up here or whatever, it's going to bring you to a login page. It should bring you a login page, or it might bring you to this page right here, which I don't want to confuse you, and you guys are going to here getting more info to place your order again. No, that's going to create you a new account. So make sure, we'll go back here, make sure that all this information in here, especially the email, is the email address that you use to log into the account you already have. Okay? Did I say that enough, guys?
Yes.
All right? So once again, when you get to hit the Buy Now button, once you log in, your account is suspended because your 30 days is up. Okay? And now everybody's 30 days is up. So if you have not hit that Buy Now button, then you're suspended. You are locked out. And next time you log into your system, you're going to see the Buy Now button. It's going to take you to this page after you click on it. Make sure this email address is the same email address that you log in your back office with. All right? That's all I'm going to say about that. All right? Let me switch here. Bruce, do some talking while I switch this over here for a second, because I got to get into my...
Well, Paulie, I was going to say, now is not the time to start changing information. Stay with the information that you registered with initially, and until you at least get switched over completely before you start switching out information. This is a critical time to stay with the same email, and I would stay with the same password. Keep that all the same until we get firmly switched over into the merchant account, like Paulie said.
Yes, that's very important, guys. Do not try and switch email accounts and all that. It's going to mess everything up, okay? If you're not doing it that way, you're going to find yourself like a lot of people have come to me, I can't get in my back office. But you know what it shows me on my side? It shows me you paid $7 and you have a new account under a different email that you logged in with. Okay? It went through. It just didn't go through your email address that you usually log in with. That's the only difference, guys. Is you created a new account. That's what you just did because you didn't do it properly and signing in and make sure that email address was the same as you signing in your back office. So that's the problem. I hope that guy's answered that for you because that's been a nightmare, must say. All right, so let me go back to screen sharing again. All right, you guys see this?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll point out a few things real quick here. This new video, this is a new video. This Get Started, Watch First. This is updated, okay? Make sure you and everybody in your downline, plus the people they sign up at, state to watch that video. Because if you don't watch that video, you're not going to set up your system correctly. All right? So, the main things to set up. Now, let me say this. Those of you in Four Corners has a Four Corners back office. Those of you that are not in Four Corners and is using this system for another opportunity, you're using the unique back office. Now, the only difference is that this isn't here. These links aren't here, and I'll show you what that is. By everybody in, especially the Four Corners people right now, is because if you're new, you've probably done this already, but I'm saying this for the Four Corners because we went through a transition period of changing some things up. So that's why I'm doing this. Down here, the opportunities. See this right here? If you're in Four Corners, it should be set on Four Corners. If you're not in Four Corners, it should be set on Unique. Save changes, right? That's going to bring you to the Unique back office, right? It's the same back office. It just doesn't have the links there, right? You all should be joining the Facebook group. That's where you get your questions answered. Don't PM me on Facebook, all right? Go in the Facebook group. That's where you get your questions. This is where you buy our traffic. If you need leads and you need to build your list, we have this in place for you guys already. Why aren't you tapping into this? Taking advantage of what we put in place for you. The leads and our traffic is working. Everybody's using our leads. They're getting great results. Our capture pages are getting 40 to 50% opt-in rates. Why aren't you using that traffic? You guys want to build a list. The best way to do it. If you have your own traffic sources, by all means use that, but get advertising to your capture pages. All right, so let's go back to the personal info. Another thing I want to talk about back here is starting Friday, right? See this field right here, redirect URL? You should be putting the presentation page in for Four Corners. Those of you that are not in Four Corners, right? Those of you that are not in Four Corners should be putting in whatever page you want it redirected to after the people opt into your landing pages or capture pages. I mean, you're going to make a capture page, and I'll go into that in a second. But when you make that capture page, then you're going to make a landing page, right? Which after they opt in with their name, email, or if you use phone numbers, they're going to go to a presentation page, a sales presentation page. This is the spot where you're going to put what page that is, okay? Very important. All you guys in Four Corners, make sure that that link is in there. Where do you find that link? You find that link right on the top. Oh, let me switch. Hold on. My bad. Let me switch it back to Four Corners. Save it. Right here is your presentation link, right here. Okay? Sales presentation link. Copy that link, go back into your personal info, and paste it right in there. All right? And then save it. That is all you have to do, because now these capture pages, see all these capture pages that we have for you guys? before I have them automatically going to the presentation page, because I know you guys aren't going to fill it out right. So I took it upon myself to already lock it in that way. Right, Bruce? We locked it in that way. So you can't mess it up, but now
Right.
you can. You guys can mix it. You couldn't mess it up if you don't have that link in this redirect URL right now. All right? And make sure that if you're in Four Corners or you're in another business opportunity, you put that username into the join button. I'll go back there. The username to your join button. And I explain this all in the training videos, guys. It's all training videos, all in here. How to make a capture page, how to make a presentation page, how to create follow-up messages, how to create a campaign link, plus Bruce will be adding more. There's more coming. It's all explained in here too, but I want to say it right now for all the people on the Hangout tonight, that we need to make sure that this presentation page is right. Okay, that's our Four Corners presentation page, right, guys?
Hello, everybody. Thanks
you know
for
it well.
and requesting.
But this join button has got to be linked to your username, your sign-up page, right? Click on that. That goes to my sign-up page in Four Corners, right? When that loads, and I'm showing you this, see, my name is right there, Paul Della Penna. How that is like that is, I'm going to take you back here, okay, back to personal info. This name right there links that. If you don't have your opportunities username to your sign-up page, it's not going to know how to get there. That's what links it, whether it be Four Corners or any other opportunity you might be into. Okay? So that's the two major things I wanted to say. Make sure whatever opportunity, if you're in Four Corners, have your Four Corners back office. If you're not in Four Corners, use the unique. Okay? Make sure your user opportunity username is there for your Join Now button. All right? On your sales presentation page. And make sure your sales presentation page is in the redirect URL. All right? I hope you guys all got that.
Yeah, I just want to add to that, Paulie. If you scroll just to show them the capture page, the primary capture page, what the benefit that's going to do for you, you know, by us eliminating the coding from the capture pages is going to give everyone the ability to put any presentation redirect URL in that box in your profile, so that any capture page that you add as your primary will redirect to any business opportunity that you want to promote using that function. That function is pretty cool because it's all kind of, you know, done for you. It's set in place. I mean, you got to do a little bit of work, but once you set it up right, once you put your username and once you put your redirect URL in there, you can change those capture pages out, test different pages, and you don't have to worry about where they're going to redirect when you make it your primary page. Okay?
You guys should be testing capture pages all the time. I wouldn't use the same one every time. See the same guys using. This is another thing I've been seeing. I've been seeing, see this redirect URL? I see people just substituting in with that with this page right here. Sign up page for Four Corners. Are you kidding me, guys? Do you think somebody's going to opt in and put your name, email address to see what's on the other side and see this, and they're going to pay for your opportunity? You got another thing coming if you think you're going to get a sale like that. Okay? They have nothing to go by. You have to bring them to a presentation page where it's going to do the selling and tell them for you. Okay? They got to know what it's about. You just don't bring them to a page like this. Oh, like this. Okay, sign up. Put in your name. Give me your name and email address so you can go on my list and sign up for my opportunity. Are you kidding me? That's never going to happen. So get it right, guys. You're just wasting a lot of time and money if you're going to. I mean, I've been checking everything. The guy's buying traffic from me. I've been checking to make sure all your links here, but that's not my job to do. It really isn't. I'm going to stop doing it. And if you guys start buying traffic and losing money that way, you're going to learn the hard way like we all had to. Right now, I'm saving you a lot of yours butts right now. I'm going to tell you right now. And it's all extra work that I got to do, which I'm not happy with. But, you know, I'm doing it so you don't get, you don't get bad tasting in my mouth. But I can't keep on doing this all the time for everybody. I have to, every time somebody buys traffic from us, I go in here, I make sure your username is right, I go back over here, and then I test your sales page, and then I check your join button to make sure it goes to your sales page. Is that my job to do? Is that my job to do? No, it's not my job. That's your job to get it right. So I can't keep on doing this, guys. I can't even go to the bathroom without somebody, like, God forbid, I go to sleep at night and I didn't answer somebody. People are all over me. This is your responsibility. You're all adults here. Make sure it's very simple, guys. 3 simple spots. 1, 2, 3. That's your system's done. It's all set up. You don't have to worry about it. Now go. All you have to do, if you're in another opportunity, is go right here, capture page wizard. Make yourself a nice capture page. Okay. You don't know how to do that? Go to training video. Capture page right there. Tell you exactly how to do it. Then after you make a capture page, go to the landing page wizard. You can make one with a totally blank. You can make one with a solid color. You can make one with an image. Click on the image. You don't know how to do that either? Go to the videos. Go to second presentation. I explain it how to do it right in there. Take you 10 minutes. All right? It can't get simpler than that. The other thing I wanted to mention, we had a problem with some people with edit autoresponders. Let's go here real quick. Like I was saying before, these are preloaded ones for 4 corners. All right? If there's nothing up here except when you, well, it's going to happen is there's going to be nothing up here except for this one. All right? If you're in 4 corners and you want to use our follow-up messages, you got to load it right here. See, load all active messages. Click on that. It'll load them all up here. Okay? You're done. They're all set for you. If you're in another opportunity, or even if you're in 4 corners and want to do your own, that's fine. Okay? There's going to be nothing here. Just go in here, hit the edit button, edit the first one, and then start adding them. Right? Here's your first one. The first one's instant. This will be your next one. Okay? Put in your little text, put in your subject line, put your text here, and then click here. Instant. No, it's not instant. Day 1, because we already have a 2. We already have an instant one. Then after the next one is going to be 2 days after. Then 3 days after. Right? And so on for how many days you want to put them in there. Just keep on adding the messages. You want to, here's coding if you want to say to the, their leads, and you want to address them by their first name in there on the leads. Just put that piece of code in there, right there. If you got John, Mary, and Tom on there, that follow-up message is going to go out John, Mary, and Tom, whatever their names are. That coding does that for you. All right? Basically, that's the 3 main things that make a custom funnel. Is your capture page, is your sales presentation page, and your follow-up emails. All right? It can't get simpler than that. Can't get simpler. You don't want to make capture pages? Go into capture pages. I also, in those training videos, by the way, guys, this is how I got, since the capture page wizard and the landing page wizard, Bruce made tabs up here now. Okay? This wasn't, I kind of made the video before he added that. So in the video, I tell you to go to capture pages and then go down here, which is background page widget, wizard, and landing page wizard. So you don't even have to do this step now. You could go, when I show in the video, instead of going this step, you could just go right up to page wizard, capture, and landing right there. All right? But this is what I'm talking about, is all these capture pages all redirected to the 4 corners Alliance Group presentation page. I'm taking that out by Friday. All right? So these pages are going to go to whatever you have it set at. Right? Are you guys listening? Whatever you have those pages set at, these capture pages, are going to be set right from in here now. Remember, personal info, this spot right here, redirect URL. So make sure you set them up right. I'm going to tell you again. Make sure you set them up right. All right. With that, I don't think I have anything else. Do you need me to touch on anything, Bruce?
Well, Mark just posted a question that Brett had about having multiple products or income streams and building several funnels. Yes, you can. You can still have the primary funnel with 4 corners. If you're in 4 corners, that redirect URL in your profile is going to be the key to the capture page that you set for your primary capture page and that funnel. When you go to the page wizard, you can create a new capture page for another opportunity. You just have to make sure that within that page editor, and there is, we're going to have videos to do all this, where you learn how to redirect that page to the presentation page, that you want it to go to, whether your company has a presentation page or you're going to create a presentation page, and then create a contact group for an autoresponder, follow-up sequence for that, and how to tie all that together. You can do multiple funnels in that aspect, but the one thing that you're going to have to take responsibility for is making sure that each capture page that you create, where they're redirecting to. So once you create that page, it's going to be under My Capture Pages, and you're just going to have to just be aware what product you're promoting. When you grab the link for that particular capture page, you're going to have to make sure that it redirects where you want it to before you start sending traffic, to that particular sales funnel.
Can I show them something real quick by what you mean by that?
Yeah, go ahead.
You could actually set it. You could switch it out with this link every time you make a capture page. You could switch it out right by here. So when you're going to use it for whatever opportunity you want to use and change it out, say I want to do a doobly page or whatever. So you're gonna go up here. You're gonna make a capture page, right, for doobly. Now what you're gonna do is you're probably gonna make, maybe doobly has already a presentation page, because now remember, guys, a lot of these companies have their own presentation pages too. So you could actually make a capture page and then just put their presentation page right in there. Or if you want to make one, go to here, landing page wizard, make one for that opportunity. Then once you make it, you grab the URL up there, whatever it is, and you post it in there. Also, if you make it, you could also put it here, guys. I'll make a capture page real quick for you, just to show you how easy this is. And this is already pre-made for you. Like, I'm going to use the ones pre-made for you. Pick that one. I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is. Transparency. Let's go darker, a little darker. All right, we'll keep that center. All right, first name, email, right? And then we're going to hit a join. Let's say I'm ready to change my life, let's say. Okay, don't delay, take action now. If you want to add that in there, there's my capture page, right? Look how quick I made that. And that's just, now you could creative and you could put in any text what you want in there. But let me go back here. Oh, I can't, you know what? I can't make it like that. Oh. I can't set it. I was going to show them how to set it in advanced features. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, no. That's when you do your own thing. All right, forget what I was just saying.
Well, my point is, Paulie, they can still keep that primary funnel in place, and they can create their own sales funnels, starting with a capture page, create a autoresponder contact group, and link everything, from those WYSIWYG editors. They can go into advanced settings, and it gives you the feature that you can.
That's what I was trying to show them.
Yeah.
I show it on the capture page in the video training. It's when you put your own, like if you want to load your own image in there. That's what I was trying to show you. You'll see when it's on the WYSIWYG, it'll say advanced features up there. You click your advanced features, and you could put the redirection page right there. That would be number one. Number two would be in your personal info.
But once you create that capture page, you know, you can give it a title of, you know, maybe the biz op that it's going to, or something that you're going to remember, so that when you see, like in that case right there, you know, you got 2 pages right there. Click on edit that page.
Yep, I just made that one, so it went right into my capture pages.
Right. So go back into edit that page, and it should take you.
Yeah, here's where it was. Okay, this is advanced settings. If you go to advanced settings right here, see redirect URL right in there. You would put it right in there. So if you remember to do it on this one here, then this one would override this link in here. So you have 2 spots to get it. Okay, this would take second seat to the other one, to this one, to the other one. All right. So I don't want to confuse too much of you. Watch the training videos up here, guys, okay? It explains all that in there. So, but you could just keep on, Brett, you could keep on switching out this link if you don't want to go into the advanced settings. Just when you make a capture page or you want to use a capture page for a different opportunity, just bring it, just switch out this one. Just to you redirect, and it'll redirect it to what page you
unless you got campaigns going, then just create a new funnel.
Yep. And you know what? If you guys are going to run multiple, here's another suggestion before we end this. Where am I going with this? I'm all over the place. If you're going to run multiple opportunities through this one system, make sure you do a follow-up message, pretty general, in here, and I would probably edit these to where, you know, on your follow-ups, you could put any, you could tell them to go to any page you want to. So like all these are going to, like this one will go to the Hangout page, you know. Just make sure, like, what I would do is, say if I'm in 2 opportunities.
Paulie, all you have to do is create a contact group.
Yeah, they can do that too, but
and I'm going to make a video on that too, so that'll be back there for them.
Right, but if they're scared of, I'm just talking about people that are like brand new. I would just like and are a little afraid to play with this kind of stuff right now. Just make general follow-ups, and maybe like in this one you put one business opportunity in here. In day 3 you put another business opportunity. Maybe down in day 7 you put a different opportunity, and just keep it all set so you don't have to play with them all the time. All right, that's just a suggestion. You don't have to, but it's a suggestion. So, all right, let me stop this.
Well, anyway, the answer to Brett's question is yes, you can use the system for multiple opportunities.
I think one of the primary points here is that this is very flexible, and for the more skilled and the more experienced, there's a multiple things that you can do with this platform.
Yeah, it's all about getting in there and start clicking on things, start creating things, testing what you created. You can't break anything. You really can't. You know, if you already have a presentation page with whatever opportunity you have, that's great. You know, because I think a lot of companies do. What you're lacking is lead capture pages. You know, the ability to capture the lead and store it in a contact manager and have the autoresponder follow up with it. So if you have the presentation page, we got the rest for you.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is my thing, is just test it. You know, you constantly have to test in this business. You'll be surprised. Like, I'll give you a couple of hints here. The reason why we have our presentation page set up the way we do is because we feel that always have a video in there doing the selling and telling for you. But my suggestion is always get the join button in their face while they're watching the presentation page. For some reason, this is a crazy thing, but for some reason, you get more sign-ups and people click that join more button more than if that join now wasn't shown in their face. It's kind of they're watching the presentation, but it's in their face saying join now, join now, join now. You're being directed to it. So your conversions, the percentages go up when that happens. So always put, like, if you guys are going to put a YouTube video in there for your presentation, make it anywhere from 640 to 700 in size, because that works the best. Make sure if you could fit it, the join now button is like, I don't care if it's halfway in there. Just make the people who's watching the video able to see join now, or whatever. So that helps. That makes your conversions go up. So with that, anything else? Any other questions?
You know, Paulie, I just wanted to recognize Rob. He's helping out on the in the answers there too. So
Rob,
thanks,
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah,
Rob.
thanks, Rob.
Well, I appreciate it, Rob. Thanks for helping us answer questions while we're explaining this to people. Appreciate it, man. It's guys like you that help make our job a lot easier, man. This is a team. You know, we're a big family. We're a big, big community here. We can't answer all the questions. It really helps that when you guys, especially in that Facebook community, the people like Karen and Susan and there's Jay's answered a couple of questions. You know, all you guys, anybody who knows the answer or something, just get on that person with that person asking a question, because you guys know how frustrating it is when you get something, whether a piece of software or join a business opportunity or get a system, you're excited, right? You want to get up and running. You want to get it going, and now, okay, you're stuck on something. Now you need to, most people got to send an email in and all this, and they don't get their answer in 24 hours or so, right? It's frustrating because you're excited about signing up. You're excited about getting started. So remember that person. That person just came into the group. They probably just asked a question. They're excited. So get that person the answer as quick as possible so they could continue what they need to set up. So with your guys' help, man, that'd be really great. You guys be standing out as leaders, you know. We're looking for more leaders, so we look for stuff like that. All right? And you guys, you know, if you're a leader, you'll be on our Hangout, team panel. You know, you'll be recognized as a team leader. You'll be with us, you know, and work close with us too. So these are all important things. So with that, anything else, guys? We'll give these guys. We went way over than that 10 minutes I stated.
Yeah. No, I think we covered quite a bit. Let's give them their night back. And
all right, guys. All right, guys. We'll see you. Hey, everybody, get your emails out to your downlines, your leads for tomorrow night's Hangout, man. Let's get them there. Let's see if we can close some sales for you, get people to move forward, join you. We had a couple of sales from last week's. Some people got in touch with me and said, hey, you know, I got a sale. I think it was 3 people got in touch with me. There was like at least 3 sales from last week's Hangout. So Hangouts are working for you guys. So invite your leads, okay? So with that, man, have a great night, and you know, share this team training. Team training Hangout with your downlines too. So when you're sending that email tonight about tomorrow's Hangout, say, you know, include this Hangout too if you want, so they keep up to date with everything. All right, guys. With that, we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night. Bye.
Good
good night, everybody.